Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having the zodiac sign Scorpio on 2 houses in a natal horoscope. Now, most of you may know Scorpio, the sign Scorpio, can be, we look at that as very intense, can be very passionate, very secretive, intensely emotional. They show emotional intensity, and what they do can be very resourceful, though at times can be willful. It is a fixed sign, strong fixity as far as the emotional nature goes, very intense. And Scorpio can also be very charismatic, very powerful, very magnetic. Now, when we look at Scorpio, they also can have an indomitable spirit. Now, when you have a Scorpio on 2 houses in your natal chart, well, obviously that's going to intensify the characteristics of what I just stated before that are associated with the sign Scorpio. And as far as the qualities of those houses, they'll be strongly integrated and amalgamated and will be flavored by the zodiac sign Scorpio. Now, let's say that, for example, if someone were to have the sign Scorpio on the 1st and 2nd houses in their natal chart, well, naturally the person is going to exhibit very strong Scorpio characteristics in their outer demeanor, and as far as their projection of self goes, their facade on the side that is most readily expressed. And also there'll be some strong Scorpio characteristics associated with the 2nd house, which is monetary matters, income generated, values, the person's self-worth, self-esteem. And we look at that, and what happens is, in this case, the 1st and 2nd house would be strongly integrated, and this person, for example, would be able to apply those characteristics very strongly in those 2 houses, and as far as the nature of those houses go, and would not would not have much difficulty in matters as far as as far as the nature of the sign on those houses go. Now, this person may be able to transform perhaps others, or have a strong ability to transform their values using their they might be able to use their Scorpio, that strong outer demeanor, the powerful charismatic side of Scorpio, and may be able to perhaps transform others' values, use it to generate income, use it to change their own values, enhance their own self-worth. And really, 2nd house in Scorpio, well, that could be someone that might say do well, be very proficient in Scorpio-like endeavors, such as things connected with astrology, occult, supernatural, investigation, working as a psychologist, psychiatrist, being a detective, police work, and things involving just extensive research, getting to the bottom of things. And the personality, outer personality, could be very strongly connected with this, and the person may very well use that that Scorpio persona as a driving force to apply this toward things connected with their 2nd house. I guess you could say those interests connected with the 2nd house. Now, with the 1st house and 2nd house being in the same sign, well, the person can use their personality, as I stated before, generate income. Their values could very strongly come out in their personality, and the person could be very intense, being in Scorpio, regarding this. Now, let's say, for example, that the 1st and 2nd houses, as I stated before, conjoin, or when I say conjoin, in the same sign, but let's say the 2nd house is intercepted as well, and say Sagittarius would be the intercepted sign. Well, the person may have trouble showing the exuberance, the ebullience, the expansiveness and optimism in connection with monetary matters, and may have a hard time getting that optimism in these areas, and getting the get up and go, the enthusiasm with this. But duplicated signs on houses are a way for one to extricate oneself from these dilemmas associated with the intercepted houses. So by applying that emotional intensity in that person on the set, which is Scorpio second, has emotional intensity in matters connected with finances, having their Scorpio personality come forth strong in using this passionate nature, the emotional intensity in these matters, in doing things, perhaps working at Scorpio-like fields, such as I stated earlier about the astrology, occult, supernatural subjects, investigation, police work, psychiatry, working as a psychologist, things where they're working as in perhaps something even of a secretive nature, something working undercover. By doing this, they could find perhaps that happiness and express that more exuberance in terms of as far as the second house, the monetary matters go. And that's a way out as far as when you have an intercepted house. So this is really something that this person, this is something to look at when you have duplication in terms of the signs and the houses, and that is usually often a way for one to extricate themselves of finding a resolution to the difficulties, the problems that may be associated with having intercepted houses in a natal chart. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the zodiac sign Scorpio on 2 houses in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having the sign Sagittarius on 2 houses in a natal chart. 2 things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.